Welcome to the Saniflo quick guide for the golden rules of installation. Rule 1 is covering the discharge lines, stating they should have a minimum 1 in 100 fall ratio once the maximum lift has been achieved. Rule 2 covers the installation of ball valves as close as possible to the pump. This allows for easy maintenance. We hold the waste up in that discharge line so that the pump can be worked on and not drop the waste all over the floor. We're showing here in Rule 3 that we're trying to achieve a sweep through our changes of direction. This is best achieved by using two 45-degree bends slightly offset to achieve a sweep. Hard 90s should not be used. And then Rule 4, we're looking here to ensure that we're getting fall of the waste coming from a shower into a macerator pump. And as a guide, we need to ensure that the waste is 150 millimeters above the base of the pump. With Rule 5, we're looking here at preventing siphonage of the water weir level inside the pump. This is achieved by increasing the pipe size by a minimum of 1 pipe size, just as you come out of the pump and start to drop down below the baseline of the pump. Rule 6 is showing how we would utilise an elevated drain to discharge multiple pump lines into. You would follow AS 3500 here, covering fixture ratings. So if we're discharging these sites of pumps, you would lift it up, you would drop it in above the elevated drain so that it can fall on gravity through to the stack. Rule 7 here, we're basically trying to highlight the fact that we need to have access to the pump for maintenance. So if it goes behind a wall, we need to create an access panel. And in Rule 8, if you have a close couple type situation, you can't get it into the cavity behind, then bringing the toilet forward to provide space for the pump, you would obviously create a spacer between the cistern and the wall from which to hang your cistern on. In Rule 9, we're trying to avoid separation of solids, water, as it enters the pump. What can happen here is that if the water enters the pump, it may be discharged before the solids are hitting. So for that particular reason, we're looking to try and get the pump within 300 millimeters of the discharge of the pump itself. Macerators and grey water pumps are supplied with 3-pin plugs. Lifting stations are all supplied with leads for hard wiring. Saniflo SFA Group invented the small bore macerator in France in 1958. We've been in Australia since 1988. All of the products are still manufactured in France and comply with the strictest standards set by Watermark. All of our products are available through Australia and New Zealand through reputable plumbing supply outlets. If you have any more questions, please don't hesitate to call the Saniflo head office in Australia or in New Zealand.